Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and here we are for round number 2 of the Champions League qualifying stages here in season number 4 of our Gibraltar Challenge. As you can see, we're not going to win this one. Well, I know that's pretty pessimistic, isn't it? But we're heavy favourites to lose this one, quite convincingly, I would imagine. But at the end of the day, we're just here for a little bit more experience and hopefully to get to a point where we can become a professional side. We have slightly changed the formation from our first round match against TNS. Player-wise, not much difference. We've got McDonald in goal, of course our best goalkeeper, and Gibraltar's best goalkeeper as well. We've moved Steve Cooper out to the left-back position, which is a little bit of a risk considering how good he is at that centre-back position. We've got Matt Maguire still in there. Of course, he gave away a penalty in the last match, which is a little bit disappointing. Alongside him, we have the second game in his career for a guy called Adam Miller. A little bit of a risk, I know, but he's probably the only player we've got fit for that position at the moment. And we've got Ashley Riley at the right back position. Defensive midfield, we have got Stuart Conroy, good defensive midfielder. We have got Steve Foster in the centre midfield spot alongside obviously the captain Frank Evans. We've got Isaac Cortez at the attacking left midfield spot. Alongside, of course, Tony Ball at the attacking right midfield spot, who's a good player. And then up front we've got Michael Luke on his own, who scored 2 goals in the first leg of the first match. Really hoping that we can get some more of these stats up. He's got greens here, so maybe the finishing could hit 16 at some point, which would be pretty good. He's such a fantastic player, he just doesn't seem to be very consistent for us. But let's see how we get on. We're playing a structured and a structured counter-attack style, so hopefully that's going to help us out. Let's go out and give a good performance. That's the main thing. I don't care if we get hammered, but I'd like to not play badly, if that makes sense. Let's see how we get on. Let's see how we can get on. We don't want to get hammered, that's the key thing. Like I said, last year we lost 9-2 on aggregate to Malmo, so essentially if we do better than that, that's the key. But straight away we're on the attack. Cortez plays the ball to Tony Ball. It's blocked off, it comes back to Conroy. Out to Cortez, and we're on the attack straight away. Here's Cooper. I'm thinking of maybe switching Cooper and Alan Miller around. That seems... I don't know why I've done it the other way around, to tell the truth. That seems like probably the wise thing to do. Foster's lost the ball. Come on, Foster. It's Okic now on the attack. Don't concede in the first 3 minutes. We've conceded in the first 3 minutes. What was Foster doing there? I've got no idea. And I am actually going to change... I don't know why I've done that in the first place. Let's just do it that way. It's more important to have a good centre-back than it is to have a good left-back. But Foster lost the ball there, and Okic was just so quick. And there's the ball across the penalty area, straight in for Kitambala to get the goal. Like I say, I knew we were going to lose this one, but I just didn't want to lose it too badly. We're 1-0 down after 3 minutes is not a good start. But you never know. We got a couple of goals against Malmo last year as well, so that'd be a nice target to go for. They're on the attack on us again after the 10 minutes. I'm not sure if this is a more difficult match than Malmo or not. This is probably quite even compared to how good Malmo are. We are playing a counter-attacking style, so we have got a lot of men behind the ball. And if we do get the ball, we're gonna break with a lot of speed, hopefully, and try and catch them out. Okic again, who got the assist for the first goal, plays a great ball in. And a fantastic save by McDonald. Well done, McDonald. And then Conroy blocked the second shot. It's going to be a corner, though. Aquino to take it. And it's headed over by Kitambala. No, it's headed over by Evans. Very risky header, putting it over the top of your own crossbar, but obviously knew what he was doing. There comes the ball to the far post, off the crossbar. Oh, we're just holding on for dear life here, but it has gone out for a goal kick. They've had 7 shots in the first 10 minutes. We're in major trouble here. But I don't think there's much else we could really do. Apart from maybe dropping Tony Ball and Cortez back to more just normal midfielders. And Foster's lost the ball again to Aquino. Foster, what are you doing? And they've just got so much more pace than we have. Another great save there by Callum McDonald. Really improving his stock here today. Aquino to take another corner. Comes deep once again. And headed over once again. So we're not doing too badly actually. Only 1-0 down after 25 minutes considering they've had 14 shots. That's going to be the worry, I think. Michael Luke has picked up an injury. That's the bigger worry. Is it going to be a difficult... his health's going back up. It must just be a knock. Might be able to run it off. Aquino. Oh, Steve Cooper's given away a penalty. Come on, lads. You've done so well to hold on. Giving away a penalty from a free kick crossing is just not good. Never seen a single penalty saved on this game yet. Every single one has gone to the back of the net. No one's ever missed. And I can't imagine this is going to be any different, to tell the truth. The only penalties I've seen missed are actually in a penalty shootout in a competition. There we go. There is the second goal. We're 2-0 down after 30 minutes. Because we just want to make sure we don't get embarrassed. That's the main point of this Champions League match. We know we're going to get knocked out to Maccabi Tel Aviv. They're far in advance to us at the moment. Until we can go professional. When we can go professional, we can start to bring in some really good top-class young Portuguese and Spanish talent that will really help us improve as a club. But we just can't go professionals yet. The board won't allow us. I can't even ask at the moment. I think it's been not too long since I last asked, so I didn't even give you the chance. Miller plays it into Foster. Come on, guys, it'd be good to get a goal. We got 2 goals against Malmo last year. Can we get another goal here? An away goal as well. It'd be pretty good. Miller there with a cross. And Tony Ball. Oh, he's offside. I thought we had the goal there, but Tony Ball was offside. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Steve Foster's really struggling in that centre midfield spot. Michael Luke, his health starting to come back up. He's got a knock, but he might be okay to keep on for now. We're going to go in at half-time, 2-0 down, which is not too bad considering they've had 19 shots. We're going to say they've not been good enough yet, though. Expect a better showing in the second half. They look fired up by that, so maybe I'm not giving them as much credit as I could be. Cortez is struggling. I think what I should do, probably, is go a little bit more conservative. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Overview, that's what I want. So maybe if we bring Cortez back and Tony Ball back to these positions. Let's bring on Joseph in that midfield role. That's not what I want to do. I want to click on this here. He's not great in this position, granted, but I think he can do a job for us. Probably bring on Tristan Sargent in place of Foster, who's struggling. And I think that's probably going to be it for now. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that for now. And then hopefully we won't concede many other goals. Might have to look at bringing off Michael Luke at some point in the second half. He has got a knock, but it doesn't seem to be bothering him too much at the moment. Where's the pitch gone? There's the pitch. It's a big stadium, isn't it, compared to ours? Come on, what can we do here? What can we do? No highlights so far. We're at the hour mark, so we seem to have held them up a little bit. They're not scoring many goals. If we can lose this 2-0, I'd be pretty happy. We've had some shots now as well, which is pretty good. Tony Ball is struggling, so I've got an idea of what I probably want to do. Let's do that now. Let's bring on Scott Ellis in place of Tony Ball, and then we'll move Frank Evans out to the right-hand side, because he's very good on that right-hand side. What should I call it? The right-hand side. A couple of years ago we played him out there, but of course we played him much more as a centre midfielder now. And we're up to 70 minutes, so we're holding on. We're doing not too bad here. If we can sneak an away goal, you just never know. You never know if we can sneak an away goal. They're on the attack now. Conroy heads it clear. Harouche back to Plamada. Ixtons. I'm struggling with these names, I must admit. Okic. And they're really just beating us on fitness and pace, I think, at the moment. Okic, oh, that guy's just dominated us today, Okic. He really has been an outstanding player for them. Sevko Okic. He's just got so much pace, and what a goal that was. Well, we're 3-0 down with 15 minutes left. Not too bad. Like I said, last year we lost 9-2 on aggregate, so we just want to not lose as badly this year. This is building up our reputation as being in this match, being in the second round of the Champions League once again, so we're doing okay. We've had 7 shots now, we've had 8 shots as well, so we are actually showing some attacking as well, which is pretty good. We just need to be a little bit more aggressive and maybe knock in a goal or two. McDonald with a goal kick. Could we steal a goal before the end of the game? Be nice to. Like I say, that away goal could make all the difference. We we might be able to sneak something in the second leg. You never know. Great tackle by Ellis, letting Novik know he's there. Harouche with the ball. Don't concede a fourth, guys. Please don't concede a fourth. Okic, the guy who's just dominated this game so far. Come on, close him down. He's got the ball. He takes a shot again. It's gone just wide. Sevko Okic just destroying us in this game. And it looks like we're going to be able to finish it off here at 3-0 down. Foos with a free kick, headed clear by Evans. And Joseph heads it clear even further. Referee to blow his whistle. And he does. Now, that's not a bad result, you know. Considering how advanced Maccabi Tel Aviv are to us, losing 3-0 at their home ground is pretty interesting. So, yeah, we're going to tell them we're not too concerned. They weren't lucky out there. And we'll go into the second leg. And who knows what could happen. We might get a couple of goals as long as we don't lose 9-2 on aggregate, which they'd need to score 6 goals now to do. We've shown an improvement from last year. So let's get straight into that second leg now. So I have just done the draw for the third qualifying phase. And I must admit, I think Olympiacos might actually end up being easier than Maccabi Tel Aviv. Not that we're going to really get there, but it just shows that if we're a little bit better, we might just be able to sneak through into that group stage. You just never know, do you? But let's get into that second leg against Maccabi Tel Aviv. And here we are for that second leg. Losing 3-0 from the first leg, but, you know, it's not too bad, really, considering we lost 9-2 in aggregate last year. Losing 3-0 in the first leg, and now here for the home leg. If we can hold on to this one, I think we'll do quite well. I don't think we'll win, of course, but we'll definitely put on a decent performance and really show a progression from last season. So let's have a look at the team that we've put out. We've got a bit more defensive this time. Pretty much the same team as last time. Cooper's out on the left with Maguire and Cook in the middle with Ashley Riley at the right. McDonald in goal, Conroy defensive midfield. Joseph is in at left midfield. Foster and Sargent stay in centre midfield. Frank Evans at right midfield. I did say Conroy defensive midfield, didn't I? And Isaac Cortez up front because Michael Luke is injured for 4 weeks with that foot injury picked up in the first leg. So let's just completely destroy their striker. That's going to be the key, I think. And Okic as well. Let's just destroy Okic because he really dominated us in the first leg. Let's have him. That's the key anyway. No, I don't want to do that. Fully expect to end poor form. No. I know a lot of you are keen to avenge what happened. There we go. Go out and express yourself. And then let's give them some motivation as well. Just to give everyone a nice buzz. Boom. Let's see if we can do a bit better then. If we can get a couple of goals, who knows? Who knows? There's still the opportunity that this could end up being a very successful year, but we don't know. Olympiacos waits the winner of this one in the next round. It's a very even match, I think, Olympiacos and Maccabi Tel Aviv. But yeah, we're going to get a lot of money from losing in this round anyway. So, like I say, if we can become professional, it's going to really just open the game up so much for us. It really is, and that's really what we're aiming for now. Get the money behind this, get the board behind this as well to become a professional side, do a bit better in the Champions League, and as soon as we go professional, the progression is just going to escalate so quickly. I'm sure it will. We might get some better young players come through if we're a professional side as well. We're 15 minutes in, no highlights so far, which is pretty good. We're obviously staying pretty solid. We've had 1 shot, 1 on target. They've had 6 shots, 1 on target. They've had the dominating amount of possession as well. And they've been superior in the air, so let's make change, whatever change that's going to be. And we have a throw-in in our own defensive area, so let's not lose this one, guys. So Cooper plays the big ball forward. It's cut out by the goal scorer last time, Kitambala. Another ball forward, it's picked up by Aquino. He did very well in the last game as well. Good tackle by Cooper. Cooper does get it back. Clears it again, but there's just no one up front to clear the ball to. We really are just playing very defensive in this. We'll just try and not to concede many goals. Conroy takes down Aquino and, oh no, Conroy's already been booked. He's not going to get, oh, Conroy's been sent off after 22 minutes. Oh, God, I just don't know what to say. In the first leg, we gave away a needless penalty. In this leg, we've got a man sent off after 22 minutes. We're not helping ourselves in this situation, are we? Aquino plays it back to Kitambalo, takes the shot only as far as McDonald. McDonald did play very well in the first leg. I don't think he truly got a lot of the plaudits he deserved. He did really well in that first leg. I'd be interested to see if he can continue that good form on in this one. Of course, he is, well, in my mind, he should be Gibraltar's first choice goalkeeper, but the previous manager, Jeff Wood, was switching him around. Joseph with a corner. Oh, it's headed clear. I thought we may have a chance of getting a goal there. They're going to hit us on the break now, aren't they? Aquino on the ball. And this is where the worry is. They've got a lot of pace and a lot more fitness ahead of us. Our kick, a cut out by Cook. Very good defensive work there, Cook. And the big clearance to add to that as well. Well done, Cook. Dweck plays it to Sadon. To Plamada. To Blajovic. Galchev. Big ball over the top, and it's headed over the top of McDonald, and it's 1-0 to Maccabi Tel Aviv. That's a shame. That's a shame. Well, it's not too bad, is it? We're losing 1-0 after 34 minutes at home. 4-0 aggregate. Would be expected to be beaten quite conservatively. Just as long as we don't get beaten too badly. That's the main bit for this one. We've sold the stadium out once again, which is pretty good. Now, I did mention we made £50,000 already. I don't know what that means. What have I just clicked on? I have no idea what I've just clicked on, so let's cancel that. Yeah, I said we made 50 grand already, and that was away ticket sales for the match against TNS. That's how much money we made just through them ticket sales and the ticket sales for the away match against Maccabi Tel Aviv as well. So we're going to get a chunk more money for being knocked out. Last year we got about $500,000, so I'm expecting to get roughly the same this year, which should put us pretty close to the £1 million mark. Of course, we were quite far in debt last year as well when we got all that money. I think we were about £250,000 in debt. So that was a great amount of money for us to have last year. And now we get that same amount this year. We're going to be up to about $750,000. And once again, we'll try and go professional, but I just can't see it at the moment. I just can't see it. So let's tell them I'm pleased with how it's going. Keep it up. Which they all seem extremely delighted with, because they are doing pretty well. Only losing 1-0 to Maccabi Tel Aviv. We've really held them back, especially considering we've had a man sent off. Very disappointing. It'd be nice to see if we can get a goal. It'd be nice as well. We've had 3 shots, 2 on target, so it's not completely out of the question to get a goal. I know goals is generally our problem at the moment as well. We're really struggling for goals. So we're up to the 55-minute mark. No more highlights so far. I've had 4 shots, 2 on target. We've got possession back now as well. We're back to 47%. So that's pretty good. Who have we got on the bench? Anyone that can spark this into life maybe a bit more? We've got John McDonald and Tony Ball. We've got Hulk as well. Maybe we're bringing Hulk for half an hour. See how he gets on up front on his own. But they're on the attack at the moment. It's a great shot and it's a fantastic goal by Novik. And that's just a difference in quality, I suppose. What a fantastic goal that was by Leon Novik. So we're 2-0 down to it. We're losing 5-0 in aggregate, which still is better than last year. Like I said, last year we lost 9-2 in aggregate to Malmo. So we're 4 goals better off, I suppose, than what we conceded last year. Still half an hour left, of course, but hopefully we're not going to concede another 4 goals in a half an hour. Let's make our substitutions then. We're going to bring on... Let's bring on Lee Howard. He was pretty good towards the end of last season, that one match we played him in. Bring on Hulk up front. And maybe John McDonald in place of... Let's take off Foster. And then we'll switch McDonald in with Evans. So Evans can go back in the centre midfield and McDonald can go out wide. So we're making all 3 of our substitutes again. Probably not the wisest thing to do, but get a bit of fresh legs on the pitch. See how we get on with those players. Got 15 minutes left. So 5-0 aggregate. I think if I was offered that before these 2 matches started, I think I would have taken 5-0 aggregate. It does show progression from last season. If we become professional, it doesn't just help us out with attracting better players to the club. It would also help us out with improving fitness and things like that as well. Maguire, great tackle. I thought he might give away another penalty then. Plays the ball forward and it's picked up by Hulk. Back to Howard. And Howard sees the run of Hulk. Was Hulk going to get his Champions League goal against Maccabi Tel Aviv? No, it's saved by Agbim. Hulk had the big chance there. He sprained his wrist. It's not really a major injury, so he's going to stay on the pitch for now. It's a shame that. Kitambala now on the attack. Scored in the first leg. And almost scored in the second leg as well. So considering we had a man sent off after 22 minutes, 2-0 loss is not bad. I think if Conroy hadn't have been sent off, I just can't imagine what may have changed in this match. You never know. You just never damn know. So this could be the last few highlights of the match. Looks like it's going to be in the last few highlights of this year's Champions League. I think you have to get through to round number 3 or round number 4 to get yourselves into the Europa League. I'm not 100% sure, to tell the truth. I wonder if the Europa League might actually be easier for us. We might get more money out of it. You never know. But of course, we want to get into the Champions League. The Champions League is our main target. We want to win that Champions League at some point as well. That's going to be a long-term plan, I think, in the future, though. But like I say, as soon as we become a professional side, the whole game is going to completely just bust wide open for us. There we go. There's the full-time whistle. We lose 5-0 aggregate to Maccabi Tel Aviv. Not bad, though. Not bad at all. We're going to tell them that they were unlucky, which they were. They played against a team that were a lot better than them, so it's not a massive problem. And let's have a quick look and see how much money we're going to get for losing that match. So here we go. We've been given £214,000 for losing that match. And we've also been given £178,000 after being knocked out the Champions League. So, all in all, that has given us a massive... Where's my finances gone? Let's have a look at the old income. No, there we go. There we go. We've made a profit of £333,000 this season so far. So we're up to £500,000 in the bank, which is fantastic. Let's have a quick word with the board and see if we can go professional yet. No, we can't. They're not even going to entertain the question at the moment, which is a little bit of a shame. I wonder if we should do a trial day. I've not done a trial day before. I need to try and trial days. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Well, that's annoying. They don't seem to want to accept anything I want to do. I want to go professional, but they just don't seem to want to do that. So yeah. That's going to be the end of this episode. So let's look at our schedule. So we got a Pepe Reyes Cup match coming up. So I'll probably come back and we'll do the Pepe Reyes Cup and a match against Europa FC just to begin the season with. And then we'll come back in around about February time for the youth intake. So probably these two matches against Gibraltar United and Lynx. And then we'll see when we're about to win the league. We're not going to have as many league matches uploaded this season because there's no point. We're going to win the league quite easily. So there's not really a lot of point in showing you us just winning game after game after game. We might as well whiz through as quickly as we can and just get into the Champions League again next season and see how we get on. But anyway, guys, that is about all I've got to show you this episode. I hope you have all enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then be sure to hit that like button. It does help me out a lot. And of course, subscribe for a lot more of this this Gibraltar challenge. The next episode we will upload will be a quick season preview, probably. I'm not sure yet. It probably might end up just being part of this episode, the season preview, because transfer-wise, I'm really struggling. There's not a lot of players around that are going to improve our squad at the moment, so we're probably not going to bring anyone in at the moment. Transfers out, we've done quite a few. We've released quite a few younger players that didn't really make the grade, so that's not really a massive thing. So I'll probably meld that in with the first two matches of the season against, of course, the Pepe Reyes Cup. I'm not sure. I think that's against Gibraltar United, and then, of course, against Europa FC as well, one of the teams that are quite strong in the league. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for those games.